Listen, put this at the beginning of the show, okay? Dad joke.
Let's go.
Okay.
Beginning of the show.
Okay. Did you know that Bruce Lee had a younger, faster brother?
This is a Chucky beat.
His name was Immediately.
Oh damn! I was gonna say quickly. Damn. I love
Immediately.
it. I love
Okay,
it.
here. One more.
Yeah, one more.
What's the worst letter in the alphabet for a dentist?
I don't know.
The K.
Okay. And here we are. This is the But Peep This podcast.
Yo, what's going on, people?
All right, so here's where we are today. Today is Wednesday. Normally we've recorded by now, and that was what our schedule was. We had a whole beautiful episode recorded. We had some laughs. I'll even show y'all a little bit behind the scenes. Oh Lord of mercy. Hold on. Oh, that was horrible. All right,
I got you, Sean.
hold on. Just turn it off. Not perfect.
Here you go, people. Notes
from yesterday. Check marks, dated 5/31, and here we are.
Notes.
And in case you're wondering, because you're going to see why all of this is relevant momentarily. Today is June 1st, 2022. We recorded a whole episode, probably about 2 hours-ish, somewhere in that realm. And we don't have the recording of that video.
Sean fucked up.
I don't know what I did, to be honest with you. I don't know, but I'm in San Francisco today. But I I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know. We just tested it, see what it is. I don't know what happened. So we're going to do stuff a little bit differently this week because we're both very busy individuals. This is my last busy week for a good amount of time, but it's still a busy week for me. Lionel is never not busy. So, or I guess always busy would be that one, whatever. It doesn't really matter either way.
It is what it is.
So we're going to give you the second But Peep This short. We're just going to talk a little bit for about probably, a little bit of time. And then we will talk about the other thing that we're going to do this week. And then I am also going to say on this recording that on Sunday, you will also see a conversation that Lionel and I had when J.E.'s was on the podcast that I keep forgetting to upload, but that I am going to upload because Lionel thinks I'm afraid of this getting out for some reason.
Sean,
but that's not what's happening.
He's making a point that doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
It doesn't make Sean, for the 50th time, Tyreek Hill is on average with the rest of the NFL in catches. Just because he's faster than everybody else, and just because he doesn't have to catch, he's not catching in double coverage and all that stuff, that doesn't mean he doesn't have hands.
And that's where I disagree with you. I think the fact of maybe I shouldn't say he doesn't have hands. Maybe I should then say we don't know for sure if he has hands.
How do you determine if one person has hands?
For me, it's if I could catch a ball. However, if I'm playing a football game, I would want somebody to catch the ball in a more difficult position than, hey, I'm over here. I'm just going to throw it to you like catching the ball, like we're just in the backyard throwing the ball. I'm just saying. They're pros for a reason. Because if there wasn't a reason they were pros.
Hold on.
We're not doing this on here. There's a video.
No, actually, wait a minute. Before they watch the video, there's
a video on that.
I don't care.
They'll come out in 2 days.
I don't care. We're recording. Let me go. Listen, we got months of notes here. Hold on. Okay.
It's my notebook as well.
Once again, in 2016, Tyreek Hill caught 73% of his passes. In 2017, he caught 71% of his passes. In 2018, he caught 63.5% of his passes. In 2019, he missed 6 games, but he caught 65% of his passes. 2020, 64, and in 2021, 69%. The league average for catches for a wide receiver is 62%.
And for those of you who are going to watch that video on Sunday, just know that he brings up all of those numbers again, which is fine.
Absolutely.
And I will let him have it on this podcast, but you will see my rebuttal on Sunday. I'm not going to give you the rebuttal now.
Sean's rebuttal
that'd be a waste of time.
Stupid.
Let them watch it.
Stupid.
Stop trying to take away views from our videos. Stop trying to do that. Why are you doing that?
He's faster than everybody, so he can't have hands. Just because how many receivers? No, I tell you, I asked you a question that I didn't ask you on that little short. How many receivers in the NFL are regularly double covered?
Probably somewhere around 25.
25.
Somewhere around there. Maybe more. But, well, no,
Around
because
20.
you're talking about your starters. So I'd say like 25 to 32.
Double covered.
Yeah, 25 to 32.
Every game.
25, 32. Yeah.
Okay. So out of 32 NFL teams that average 3 wide receivers, that's 64, 96, 25 receivers, in your opinion, are double covered every time? Because I can only name like 2.
Who?
2 receivers that are regularly double covered.
Who?
Michael Thomas. Honestly, it's the only one I can name.
That's
Michael
the first
Thomas.
one you think of?
That's Michael Thomas.
So Cooper Kupp doesn't get double cover.
No, he doesn't.
Stephon Diggs.
So what's your definition of double cover? What's your definition of double cover? Is it 2 people right on him, or is it a receiver, like a corner on him and a safety high? Because there's different types of, there's single coverage would help.
Shoot. I don't really give a damn how these 2 get to him, but they're getting there no matter what. I'm not talking about help. I'm talking about, like, for example, if
snap the ball, run the route, and you got 2 people on him.
Yes.
Sean, that does not happen as much as you think it does. That doesn't.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I'm a Saints fan. I'll go grab my Saints hat right now. I just don't want to take up more time on this short episode. But I'll tell you right now, out of all the wide receivers that would get double covered in this league, Michael Thomas ain't the one. Like regularly above everybody else. No.
Is your phone ringing?
Yes. I moved it. I can answer the call right now.
I know, but I can hear it vibrating in my headphones.
Oh, my bad. So, yeah, my bad. My bad, listen.
Anyways, like I said, it's stupid. Your argument is stupid.
Well, we'll let the people decide for that. In the meantime, because there'll be more to talk about once I post it. So in the meantime, let's talk some music, because we had a very interesting music conversation yesterday. You all missed it. I'm telling you, this episode, it was good. It was really good. And I'm pissed that we don't have it. But water under the bridge. So we gotta move on. But we were doing a this or that segment that I was leading. Lionel looked the most bored I've ever seen him look.
These were not tough at all.
They were. I mean, I don't necessarily think they have to be tough. I think they just gotta.
They do have to be tough.
They just gotta, I mean, you came up with half of them, so
right.
You really want to go there.
I figured you like take some initiative and dig deep, but you didn't. So
I did with a few. But one of the ones that that Lionel had brought up was a conversation of country music or metal music. And I had to sit there for a second, and I had to kind of think about that. And I ended up deciding on country music. And that spurred a conversation that Lionel was very, I don't know why he wants to do this with me, but I'm going to go into a little bit of background, and then I'm going to talk about what was said. So for me, you got to understand, I grew up in Southeast Louisiana. My mom grew up on like Roy Orbison, Conway Twitty, not Travis Tritt, what's the other one's name? Randy Travis, George Jones. Like, she grew up on like the old, like deep voice, like men in country. Like, I'm not talking like the 80s and the 90s. I'm talking about like the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So that's what I learned about when I was younger, because, you listen to what your parents essentially listen to all the way to a certain age and you change. So I was telling Lionel that while a lot of people, and I will agree with this, a lot of people will say that a lot of country music is like, my girl left me, I got in my truck, I was drinking beers, the cops stopped me, they let me go because I told them I had a broken heart, and now I'm watching some kind of airplane fly over the sky, watching her go to New York or something. Like, very generic stuff. And I recognize that. But there's more to it than that. And I'm trying to explain to Lionel this, and Lionel says,
oh, you were still talking. Country music is trash.
And so that is the conversation we're having. So I started giving Lionel a couple of different songs where I'm like, it's not all about that at all. And Lionel said that he could find a 60s and 70s soul music, like a soul song, that is about anything that a country music artist will talk about. And I told Lionel, you don't want to do that. In which Lionel said, so
I can pull 25 songs together right now that a country music star could be country easy.
Okay, I don't understand what
and
you're trying to say here.
That that could be compared to whatever songs you got in your funky list.
So that night, so what he's talking about, that night I got together and I couldn't sleep. So I started going through my old country, and I made a playlist on Spotify. It's called Sean's Country. 2.5 hours. Was it like 47 songs, something like that? And I sent
47?
Something like that. And I was like, I was being kind of selective, but not really. I didn't go too deep, but there's a couple in there. And for example, like Harper Valley PTA, I had to go deep for that one. You don't find that one very often. There's one that everyone I've showed it to, they've never heard it before, but 10 Rounds of Jose Cuervo. And the first off, fantastic song, number one. Number two, not a lot of people, besides people in like the country music, know about it. But the thing that Lionel doesn't understand about country music is that country music was very specific to the culture of the individuals. And when I say like very specific, I mean, some of those songs on there are talking about writing music, like about country music. Like, there's one song on there, probably my favorite country song of all time. It's about a guy trying to write the perfect country and Western song. And he almost gets it done, but then his friend has to write another verse for him. And then he performs that, he tells that story, performs that verse, and then everybody in the crowd goes absolutely insane when people sing that song. So that kind of got us to do something that we'll talk about towards the end. We'll talk about it towards the end. We're not going to talk about it now, but it led to something else.
I know we're not going to talk about it now.
Go ahead.
Time out. So everything you said about country can be said about soul.
Okay. Hit me. You got to come with more than that. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, well, I can find it. You got to give me some receipts.
I don't have to.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. I can, like I said, I'm going to put a playlist out, and soul was so so universal, dude. So universal. Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, like the Spinner, like
great music.
Universal.
Great music.
Universal. And even if it wasn't of the culture for everybody else, everybody still could enjoy it. And I don't think I can say that about country music.
So what is that? What are you trying to say here? I'm confused about the statement that's being said.
No, you heard exactly what I said.
So, because what I'm thinking that you're saying is that because country music isn't universal, it's not as good as soul music. That's kind of the underlying of what I'm hearing.
That's kind of not what I'm saying. Okay.
So what am I missing?
Let's rewind.
Rewind, please, because this is unique.
The same way you grew up,
mm-hmm.
your parents' music.
Yeah.
I grew up with mine. For you, it's country.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's soul.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think country music is that great.
Okay.
Soul music, I think, is excellent.
I also agree with that.
I think that soul music generated a lot of influence on the R&B, and then R&B influenced a lot of hip hop. So it kind of comes full circle. But if you like country, that's fine. I'm not gonna listen to it.
That's fine. But let's
go with that.
But to say it's universally garbage is not accurate.
I think country is trash.
You could have that. That's fine. Okay. However, you did say a statement that was flat out wrong. And that statement was all country music is about those things. And that's not true. It's not.
It is, but whatever.
I promise you it's not.
I digress.
Well, I mean, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, it is, like you're wrong. And I can find receipts of how it's about the other. And what was it specifically that you said all country music is about? I think you froze.
There we go. Yeah. Beer, Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
My girl left me.
Mm-hmm.
Some animal of some sort.
Okay.
I love you, darling.
Fantastic. Let me scroll down my list. That's My Job has nothing to do with that by Conway.
You're never going to convince me.
I mean, you're just wrong. I mean, I don't really know.
How can my opinion be wrong?
Because it's not an opinion. You're trying to state a fact that it's not.
I never said it was fact. When did you hear me say it was?
Because if your opinion is, I think a lot of country music is a certain way, then that's fine. But if you're trying to say all country music is about this, that's not an opinion.
That's what I think.
That you try to make an overarching fact about something. You can't do that.
That's how I feel.
Your opinion can't be, I think everything is this. That's not an opinion.
Yes, it is.
That's not an opinion.
That's literally what an opinion is.
That's not an opinion. You can't sit there and go overarching. This is what it is.
What we're not going to do is change what an opinion is. Because that's what you're doing right now.
Here we go. An opinion is a view or judgment formed about something not necessarily based on fact or knowledge.
Thank you.
Okay? And a fact is a thing that is known or proved to be true, or information used as evidence as part of a reported news article, or the truth about events as opposed to interpretation.
Exactly.
So let's go with that last one. The truth about events as opposed to interpretation. You're saying all country music is about this. I can find at least 20 songs on here that have nothing to do with anything.
I think.
And I'm telling you,
country music is my opinion.
But if you're
then
you're being ignorant about it.
If we're gonna do perception, that's different.
It's not perception. This has nothing to do with perception. I think this is ignorance. Is what it is.
It's not ignorance.
It is ignorance because I am trying to present to you that you are wrong, and I'm trying to give you evidence to show why you are
wrong.
Give me
evidence to change my opinion, and you don't tell me that I'm wrong. If you want to change my opinion, then go for it. But
But I
My
have
opinion
to
can't
start.
be wrong because it's what I think.
I have to start by saying. I have to start by
think
saying
that there are some songs that may change your opinion about this, and then you
no,
go from
because
there.
no,
So you can't
what?
say, "Oh, I'm stupid." For
I'm not saying you're
No.
stupid. No. Time out. Hold on. Now you're jumping the gun. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. What I'm saying is that I'm sitting here telling you all country music is not about. You can't make overarching statements about anything. We know this. Don't make me go here with this, please. You know you can't make all overarching statements. You know that. Don't do this. Don't do this.
you're making a molehill right now,
Huh?
out of a molehill. You are.
I'm not going to stand here and let you sit there and say that all of what, because I'm not.
You're not gonna let me have an opinion.
I'm not sitting here telling you that your soul music is trash.
You
No,
can't.
I'm not sitting here saying
That's
that
your
I think
opinion on
all
soul
soul
music
music
if
is
you think it
great.
is.
But
If
I'm
you
not saying
think
that all of your soul music is trash.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
It's not how I feel. However,
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Hold on, Lionel. Your feeling on all country music is this is wrong. It is wrong. It is a wrong statement. You could feel whatever you want.
Statement.
You could feel whatever you want, but it is a wrong statement.
Exactly.
Because if I find one thing that goes against what you said, then it is a wrong statement. And then you go back
it's just
and
an
you
opinion
edit
that
the
you
statement
disagree
and go
with.
from there.
No, it's just an opinion that you disagree with. That's how opinions work. But go ahead.
Trying to think of how
I like how your definition of opinion changes based on certain stuff, but go ahead.
It doesn't.
It does.
Because I'm gonna tell you the main problem I have. The main problem I'm having is that you're making an overarching statement, and to me, that's not an opinion. Because it's just wrong statement.
To you.
That's just wrong statement.
You, Sean. Listen.
You can't make overarching statements. They're wrong. All overarching statements are wrong.
In that same, right? You just said Tyreek Hill doesn't have hands, and I produced you numbers that said he does, and you ain't budging. Even though the numbers say you're wrong, he does have hands. You're just like, no, I don't think he has hands. So how is this different from this? I wait.
Because in one,
it's not.
You're presenting evidence, and I'm saying that evidence doesn't have to do with what I'm saying. Because that's what, first off, I didn't defend myself on the Tyreek Hill thing here yet. People got to watch the video to be able to find that
recording. Okay.
Right.
But you know what I'm talking about.
So, but what I said is that your evidence doesn't really apply to what I'm saying. I'm not saying your evidence is wrong. I'm saying your evidence doesn't apply to what I'm saying. Here, you're saying overarching, all of this is this, and that is a wrong statement every time.
To you.
It's not to me. It is
you.
Universally a wrong statement to sit there and say all of this is this. Every time. Every time. You'll never.
Sean, okay. Just humor me. What was the Conway Twitty song you brought up about?
What was the Conway Twitty song I brought up about? That's My Job. That's My Job has to do, it is a song about what Conway Twitty, what his parents told him when he was younger about what being a parent is, and how he has adapted that into his life, and how that has changed from thing to thing to thing. No, not a mention of alcohol, not a mention of Darlin, not a mention of Friday night, not a mention of beer, not a mention of any of that.
Not a mention of I love you.
You didn't say
I
that.
said that.
You said darling.
I love you, darling.
Right, not this though. Like parent love, bro. Parent love.
Love is love, Sean. Come on.
We're
gonna do this too, Sean. Come on, it's Pride Month.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
That ain't got nothing to do with anything. The love you have for your parents is different than the love you have for a spouse. I'm throwing that one out.
Okay, I know that love is love, but I get that. I get that part. But I'm absolutely flummoxed, right? I think country music is trash. You're wrong. What?
You can think country music is trash. You're not wrong by that. You're not wrong by
so what is this whole conversation about?
Okay, listen to the words that are coming out.
I'm listening to you.
Okay. I don't think you are, because you're trying to say I'm telling you you're wrong about saying country music is trash. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying you're wrong by saying all of country music falls into this category. That's wrong. That is wrong. And how do I know that? Because I just brought you a song that is not about anything that you said, and it is a country song.
And it does not change my opinion of country music.
Then you're being ignorant to facts.
No,
and then that's just is what it is.
That doesn't change my opinion on what country music is about.
No, it doesn't change your opinion on whether you think it's trash, but if it doesn't change your opinion on whatever you think this opinion is of all country music falls into this, then that's just being blind and choosing not to accept evidence.
No, that's not what that is.
It's not choosing not to accept.
That's me having an opinion.
So if I find a country that has nothing to do with the things that you said, and I give it to you and I say, this is a country song that has nothing to do with what you said, and you sit there and go,
if it changes my mind, it changes my mind.
It doesn't have to change your mind for you to be wrong. You can still be wrong and just not change your mind.
It doesn't have to change my mind for me to have an opinion about it.
Your opinion can't be overarching. You can't say
my
all
opinion
people
can be whatever the hell I want it to be, Sean. Since when does that change? You can have an opinion, but it has to fit in these margins. That's stupid.
All I'm saying is that you can't just go overarching all of this. You can't do that.
I'm saying I can.
You can't do that. It's wrong.
That's not how opinions work.
Like, it's logically wrong. It's philosophically wrong. It's scientifically wrong. Like, it's wrong in every aspect. That's not how that works. Just because you sit there and go, what you're doing right now is having the same mindset of, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna call you out on this. You're doing the same thing of everybody who has the same mindset of, I'm not going to get a vaccine because of X, Y, and Z. I'm not I'm not going and I'm not gonna go and vote because my vote does nothing, even though the evidence shows otherwise. Like that it's the same mentality. The same exact mentality.
The song
using the same logic.
The song you just talked about does not change my opinion. Opinions can be changed, but you haven't changed it yet.
I'm not trying to change your opinion.
Okay.
I'm proving you wrong. That's just as simple as that. I don't know what more you want from it.
Sean, because see, you're pissing me off now. You can't, opinions aren't facts.
Okay.
You can't, your opinion is wrong because you played a fucking song. Your opinions change based on.
But I presented you evidence that went against your opinion, and you're still just like, whatever.
That song didn't do it.
Why?
It just didn't.
Tell me why.
I still think it falls into the category of what a country song is about. Simple. So we can sit here all night and talk about that, or we can move on to the playlist.
So you're just in general,
you're not changing my mind right now.
You're just in general just saying, I just don't think the song's about that. And so
I don't. Based on what you said, maybe if I listen to it, maybe, but based on you talking about it, no.
That's crazy. Okay. I don't have anything to say. All right. You go ahead and talk about the.
Go to the next.
You go ahead and talk about the playlist. Good.
So,
bring it up.
I'm sorry, my dog just walked in here and did something very, very weird. What are you doing? He came in here and he sat on his ass, like not like a dog would normally do, but like sat on his butt.
Oh.
And then he got up and walked out.
That
was weird. Okay.
He said, "Hey, I'm still here."
What?
He said, "Hey, I'm still here."
I see you. What? Oh, what? No, are you talking about what my dog just did?
Yes.
Oh, you confused the hell out of me.
Lord of mercy.
Anyways, so to all of our Spotify users out there, we're gonna start a playlist. So Sean will release it Friday morning with the episode.
Yeah.
Add whatever song you want. But I'll tell you like this: if you're not following us on Spotify, your song's gonna get deleted. But add as many songs as you want, as long as you're following. The goal is to get up to, I don't know, Sean, good playlist, about 1,000 songs, right?
1,000 songs, yeah.
About 1,000 songs. Let's get to 1,000 songs.
We've made 1,000-song playlists on our own.
Every playlist I have is at least 500.
Exactly.
So let's you know what? I'm gonna go through the first 5 songs of my The List playlist. Hold on. My The List playlist on Spotify.
You also find all of our playlists on Spotify. And you can find our podcast on Spotify as well.
Yeah. So the first 5 songs on Spotify, right? Here we go. Hold Up, Kendrick Lamar. Hold on.
Classic.
Get out of here.
Classic.
Hold On, We're Going Home, Drake. Holy Grail, Justin Timberlake. Cool Kids, Echo Smith, Kryptonite, 3 Doors Down. I'll keep going. If I Ever Fall in Love by Shy. Express Yourself, NWA. I Need Love, LL Cool J. I'll Be Missing You, 112, P. Diddy. By the World, Mike Will. Crap, hang on, I got locked out. Bad Romance, Lady Gaga. How to Save a Life, The Fray, Complicated, Avril Lavigne, Holla Back Girl, Gwen Stefani, Over My Head, The Fray, 1,000 Miles, 1901 Phoenix, and then we go back to Kendrick Lamar, ADHD, Rigor Mortis, and then we pop into Bugatti, Ace Hood, Novocaine, Frank Ocean, B.O.B., Nothing on You, Viva La Vida, Coldplay, Magic Coldplay, Poker Face, Lady Gaga, Freak Me by Silk, Passing Me by The Far Side. Like, this is the weirdest shit, but
it's a lot of stuff.
It was funny because me and Mel were on vacation. We were driving down to the Gulf Coast from Indiana. So I'll never forget, I was listening to a song and the chorus went, "Bitch, I'll put you in the hospital, lay you up for weeks, have you breathing out a tube, you fucking fool. I'll put you in the grave, real nasty, crawled on by the maggots." This is the most violent rap song I've ever listened to.
What the hell is that?
And then the next song was, it's a Boosie song.
Oh.
And then the next song was All Around the World by like Lisa Stanfield. And Mel was like, "What the fuck did we just do?" He's like, "We listening to music."
Yeah.
we listen to music.
I mean, when y'all look at the playlist, you're gonna see 50 songs, but I'll be honest with you. The first, like, how many did I add? Like 20-ish. The first 20-ish songs are mine. Things that I added.
It'll show who added what if they have Spotify.
So you'll see all the ones that I added. I got I have a thing on here where I go from Motorhead to the people who made the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, to Playboi Carti, to Prince, to Chief Keef, to Kanye. So, I didn't put any of my musical stuff on here. I limited the playlist to two Death Grip songs, but I anticipate there'll be more. Not from me though. I won't add any more. I added two.
Okay. If you add any more Death Grip songs to that damn playlist.
Oh, Deontay's gonna hit with the EDM. Yeah, hit with the EDM. That's his thing.
I like EDM. I can do EDM. I can't do the Money Store.
The Money Store. Listen. All I'm gonna tell you is
don't do it to me.
All I'm gonna tell you is this. One day I showed him the Money Store. He had already was familiar with Death Grips and said, "Let's listen to this album." He plays it on his own now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not music. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'll be ignorant. That album is not music.
As long as you admit it.
I don't.
As long as you admit it, I already know.
I don't give a fuck what rating it has on the internet. I don't care. That is not music. That, you know what that is, Sean?
Zach Hill. He does not speak for our podcast.
It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It's one of the most catchiest things you'll ever listen to.
It is not. It's not.
I'll stand by that.
No, it's not. The most catchiest?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I disagree.
Oh, absolutely.
I disagree.
You can disagree. That's fine.
I've heard way more catchier songs than anything on the Money Store. Way more catchier.
I haven't.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Nothing I've ever heard is catchy as the Money Store. Ever.
There's a lot more catchier songs than that. Guaranteed. But I'll let you have that.
Okay.
I'll let you have that.
But yeah, so please please interact with our playlist. We are very big music people. One of the ideas when we first started this podcast, before we both decided we were just going to come on, argue with each other and talk shit, was we're just going to talk about music. We're big music people. We have a lot of music opinions. We've been listening to music for a long time, and a wide range of music too. We've never just sat and listened to just one thing at a time.
I come from a musical family. My mom was a choir director in the Southern Baptist Choir. So I sing in the choir since.
He does, in fact, come from there. It is. There it is.
Shut up.
There it is.
Shut up.
I told you.
I sang in the choir from the time I was 8 to the time I was 20.
I've heard that from me.
And my mom was choir director the whole time.
That she was.
And I said, music is in my blood.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I tell you what. I'm gonna name 3 songs, okay, today that I heard, right? They're in my own repeat playlist, and I'm gonna give you the significance of those songs. Okay, 3 songs I listened to today more than anything. Okay, Runaway, Trial Time by Mr. Biggs, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears.
Oh, I hate that song so much.
What?
Oh, I can't stand it.
Man, that song. I get why you don't like it.
Oh, God.
I get why you don't like it. It is very, very just like, I can see how it could wear on somebody. Okay. Those three songs kept me sane today. Because when I tell you I had the day from hell at my corporate job, I was gonna be worse.
Can I play a like 2-second sound of what what one of the things that got me through that was I was in some intense gaming earlier. Keep in mind, today I'll tell you my game. I played kickball. I went home and I was gaming. Right.
This one is some intense game.
And
say kickball in the next set.
Look, I'm not saying that I've done. Now listen, I'm teaching summer school. I got ACT prep next week. I'll be doing a lot of stuff, but I'm a teacher. This is the time off. It is. Look, listen.
Oh my God.
Busting.
Oh man.
There you go. Run it.
I did some hardcore gaming today.
Hardcore gaming. Hardcore.
I played kickball.
I played kickball.
You know what?
Now I wasn't listening to music while playing kickball. Somebody else was playing.
Fun fact. We're gonna say this, and I know Sean's gonna agree. He's gonna agree with me and disagree, but we do not have to get into this, okay? Wiffle ball is the worst sport ever. Worst sport ever.
The pro wiffle ball player, look.
Listen, it's not even funny.
I heard that. It's so long.
It's the worst. It's the one thing I got Sean the crossover on. It is the worst sport ever. Let's let Sean catch his breath.
Oh God. That kid that's dedicating his life to play ball. Oh man, that was good. That was good. I heard that one in a minute. Oh man.
Did you think shit? No, shit still ain't sweet.
It's not that.
It's not.
I just kind of forgot about it. I just didn't really. I don't think about wiffle ball regularly. Hey, if you're a pro wiffle ball player, can you let us know, please? We
don't do that.
I want to know. I want to
do that.
I want to know. Lionel might not want to know. I want to know.
Get with Sean.
You shoot an email. Shoot an email.
I would rather watch golf.
You'd rather watch me play frisbee.
You know what, Sean? Yeah, I would. I would rather watch you play. I would rather watch Ultimate Frisbee. I would. You know, that's a great point you bring up. Yeah.
Rather watch me play that very interesting game. Very interesting.
It's the hardest sport. Sean, shut up. Shut up, eat your pizza. Like, stop. Eat your dinner.
Listen, we all have to grow at some point. We all have to grow at some point.
So are you finally admitting that you were like
wrong? Absolutely.
Okay.
I've said it numerous times.
Oh my God. Listen, I don't think
wrong. Incredibly wrong.
I know we're supposed to be talking about music and stuff, but every time Sean brings up Ultimate Frisbee, I flash back to the table where Sean is just like drenched at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Can we sweat? And he's just like, oh, it's the hardest sport ever. And I'm looking at Sean like, what?
Can we time on that for 1 second? Because I need to tell you something. And people who know me well, I sweat walking upstairs. So me being drenched in sweat at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not. I just sweat. I'm just a hot person. I don't really know why. If there are any doctors, please let me know because I want to know. I'm gonna go to the doctor during the summer, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say get a checkup.
I'm going to, but yeah, I just sweat like crazy. So
everybody's listening. Get a checkup this year, please.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna run you through. If you haven't figured out one thing about me, I have no shame. I live my life in a way there's nothing you can hold against me. So it is what it is.
It was the funniest thing.
Go.
Yeah, I'll tell an embarrassing story about me when you're done.
Okay.
To even the playing field. Okay. Go ahead.
Go to the doctor. Go find a therapist. Take your medication. Get on medication. Okay. That's going to be 4 things that I'm going to do personally. I'm going to let you know that right now.
Drink your water.
Drink water is my very next one.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. And I got one more. Wash below your belt. From belt down. Gotta wash. Gotta wash.
Go. Wear lotion. Take care of your hands. Get a pedicure. Dude, it ain't. Listen, if my big black ass can go. Listen, it's funny, Sean. I know we talk about sports and they talk about Ultimate Frisbee, but we just gonna keep going. Listen, my pedicures, bro. When I tell you she was getting down on my shit, she damn near had to wear safety goggles. Let me tell you, she was like, "Listen, you got the biggest foot and the crustiest foot I ever seen, so I know my day gonna be easier." And I was like, She spoke broken English the whole time, but that statement, I understood it so clear because Sean, she was like in with the little file was about that big. It looked like a paddle. It looked like a cheese grater, Sean, and she was just like,
yeah, those files.
She was, bro.
Those files hurt me. I gotta sit. I'm sitting there the whole time because but
take it easy.
Side note, you want to see something crazy? Progress in life? Look at my nails.
Did you go get a manicure?
No, I stopped biting my fingernails.
This is what manicured
stop.
hands look like.
What I was gonna say is that I'm probably actually gonna go. I'm gonna go get a color on my nails. Last time I did like a clear coat. I think I'm gonna do a color.
I was thinking about doing it. I think I was thinking about doing black, but I haven't decided myself what to do it yet.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah,
those 8.
Take care of your hands.
Things,
take care of your feet.
9, and then one more to make it an even 10. Don't make overarching statements about anything because I'm gonna tell you you're wrong all the time.
I was gonna say wash your hair often because fuck what Sean talking about. Anyway, so Sean has admitted that. Oh, by the way, Sean has never beaten me in a game of basketball fairly.
Okay.
Except that one time where I had to let you be great, and we don't have to.
I thought you were telling the embarrassing story.
Okay.
What happened to that?
Anyway,
can we go back to that?
Here we go. So there was this one time in college. Sean actually wasn't there for this, but he heard about it, and it's just like he was there. So the basketball courts outside, right? They were 2 courts, 2 full courts, and then 2 tennis nets separated the 2 courts. So horizontally, you had 2 basketball courts, and vertically, you had 2 tennis courts, right? Well, it wasn't tennis season, so the nets weren't really up.
They weren't up, yeah.
The way they were supposed to be up, like what's the word I want to say? Regulation. They weren't regulation. So Jen was there. Jen remember. Oh, okay. So me and Jen, listen, Jen has the biggest heart. Like when it comes to like playing sports, let that little body fool you. Jen will post your ass up. Okay. We're all out just playing around shooting, and I was like, you know what? I can jump over that motherfucking net. And there was nothing anybody out there could say. They're like, nah, I don't think you can do it. Nah, I can jump over that net. So they was like, all right, well, then throw down then. So my 6'4", at that time I was like, I don't know, 325, 330. You have to mute to laugh.
I didn't want to. I was laughing very loud.
It's funny. So my 325-pound ass. I mean, out of all of my friend group, mine is the fucking 6'6" guy that we hung out with. I was the most athletic. That's not saying a lot, but I was the most athletic out of all of us, right?
Did you win a dodgeball tournament though?
What?
Did you win a dodgeball tournament though?
When would I play dodgeball?
When the Walsh RAs put on a dodgeball tournament.
When did we put on a dodgeball tournament?
I'm just asking though, did you win a dodgeball tournament? Because I did. Got a picture of it.
I dropped 30 points in the interview game and threw up on the sideline. But anyway, that's it. So I was hyped. I don't know what came over me. I just looked at the net and I was like, I can jump over that shit. And Lamar, shout out to Lamar. He out in Utah somewhere in the woods in the mountains. He was like, listen, usually you're the voice of reason, but I don't know. Today I'm feeling like I should tell you that you can't jump over the net. And I was like, nah, fuck you, Lamar. Go over there. I'm gonna jump over this net. So I started at the fence, right? The whole fence, right? So I ran clear across the court to get up enough speed to get the air to jump 4 feet in the air.
Because tennis nets are deceptively tall.
Very. I didn't make it. As a matter of fact, I think I was on a crutch the next week after that.
You were. You were hurt.
I was
forgot,
hurt.
and I forgot what you went around and told people, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. No, I fell down the steps. I think that's what I told people.
That's what you told people.
Yeah.
So you fell down the steps. Yeah.
I damn near tore my knee in half.
Well, I would say I could still tell you another story to make you feel better. However, that was us getting even. So
you don't have to. I got one more.
it's probably the same. It's probably the same.
One more for you. You already told Fruity Pebbles. So
it's probably the same story.
Is it slackline?
It is. Yeah. That's
okay. It's slackline.
That's slackline.
It's slackline. The people haven't heard about the intramural game, so I'm up 2 on you. I'm up 2-1, 3-1. Anyway, one day we're walking. No.
All,
no.
All I'm gonna say to the viewers is that there are certain things that have happened between Lionel and I in different things that we have made agreements to not talk about. But Lionel knows.
I know what the line is. Okay, this ain't the line.
Lionel knows.
Yeah, I know what the line is. And
okay, as long as we know.
Okay.
Okay.
So one day we were all for some reason, just a normal Tuesday afternoon, all of our afternoon classes got canceled because I think the teachers had a meeting or something. The professors had a meeting or a luncheon or something.
It was towards the end of the semester. I think it was exam time, actually.
No, it wasn't. It was like March when this happened. For some reason, me, you, and Zoe's classes got canceled in the afternoon.
Okay.
I don't know why, but we didn't have class that afternoon. It
happens in college sometimes, y'all.
All the time. Listen, a theology teacher, my freshman year, walked in and was like, damn, it's hot in here. Read chapter 2, I'll see y'all Friday. And walked out. And we're like, is it time to go? Okay, cool. But we're walking, and this we would drive. No, we didn't drive. We walked by Ridex Commons, which is in Spring Hill. It's like the center of campus. Real nice grass, trees. People hang up their hammocks and sleep outside. Weird stuff, but whatever. And there was this guy.
Leave his name out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we're not gonna say his name anyway.
No, leave his name out.
He had a slack line tied from tree to tree. And Sean sees this slack line and goes, oh, cool. Okay. So he walks over to the thing, and this guy was like, come on up, everybody. It's easy. You just walk across. And Sean gets up there. I mean, he was doing okay. I'm gonna give him to that. I'm gonna give him that. He was doing okay.
I made it 3/4 of the way.
He was staying on his feet.
I was.
Even when he hopped off the slack line, he was staying on his feet. I will give him that.
Because
99% of the time, he was staying on his feet.
Because I think while this was happening, while what's about to occur is occurring, I was talking about how I have a really good sense of balance. I think that was the words that was coming out of my mouth.
Last verse. So, I mean, like, listen, Sean was doing great, but like, Sean Lyman, you should try this. It's really easy. Nah, no. I'll sit here and watch y'all all day long, but no, sir.
By the way, for those of you who don't know what a slack line is, let me basically put this in ways that you might be able to understand.
Break it down.
Basically, imagine like a tightrope, but instead of like a wire, you know what people use to like strap down stuff to their car?
Ratchet straps.
It's like that material.
It's a big ratchet strap.
It's a big ratchet strap that you attach between two trees, and you literally it's the same. You crank it, and then
high as it can go, and you walk across it.
And you walk across it, and people like you see people jumping on it and stuff like that. We were just trying to make it across. I was just trying to make it across.
All right. So a couple people had come by and made real jackasses of themselves in front of their girlfriends, and then kind of just like walked off. But Sean's partner at the time was not around. which is I think why he attempted this feat. Um, so like I said, Sean's doing great. We've been there for about 20 minutes. Sean's doing great. Sean's having fun, and I'm having fun watching these white boys walk across this line like some damn fools. I think that's exactly what I said. Y'all crazy ass white boys. Something of that nature. Oh. So Sean, he gets 3/4 of the way, and he kind of aborts and hops down, lands on his feet, walks back up, hops back on, looks over to us and says, "You don't have a really good sense of balance." Took 3 steps, and that slack line met his groin. And he bounced in the air, and then he hit the ground.
It was like, because I still remember it. Like I still remember, because I've never been in a position where I'm standing on. It wasn't solid ground, but it was something like to where I was elevated, and then all of a sudden I'm not
5 feet in the air.
Yeah, and like all of a sudden I'm not.
No, it was like 4 feet in the air.
Yeah, it was. It was again. It was like the tennis net size, but like it. So what happened was that I turned my head like a dummy, and
you got cocky.
I got very cocky, which if you haven't learned anything about me yet.
Thing to do.
So I turned my head, and when I do that, I got 1 foot on the slack line and 1 off because I'm going to take a step. And when I put my other foot down, I guess I hit the edge of the slack line or something. But instead of the slack line moving, what happened was that my foot just went off. And so I went from here to here, like in an instant. And I remember I'm walking across and sitting, I'm like, yeah, I got a really good sense of balance. I was about to talk about the amount of yoga I've done in my life and all this other stuff. And then the next thing I know, I am feeling the ground. My feet are on the ground. My stomach is now in pain. And then the next second, I have fallen onto the ground. And Lionel was also on the ground, but Lionel was laughing on the ground. He is not.
I was on my knees because I couldn't breathe.
That was
because I was laughing so hard.
And all Lionel could say is, "You just split your asshole." That's all he could say. That's literally all he could say.
It did.
For like an hour.
Sean didn't walk straight for like 3 days.
It hurt. It was deceptive. It was weird.
His partner got mad at me. Why'd you let him do it? He's an adult.
That was in fact the conversation.
You set him up to hurt himself. Did you see me getting up there? So why would I tell him to get up there?
And I looked at her. I said,
she was mad at me.
That was me.
I was like, what?
That was me. That was me being stupid.
So, long story short, Sean and I both get the big head sometimes, and it usually winds up one of us getting injured. So, to recap, don't slackline. You probably can't jump over that tennis net if you're 300 pounds, unless you're Shaq or somebody. The 10 things to do. The playlist. You got guys. Listen, I don't think you guys understand how much fun that'll be when everybody. If we get 20 or 30 people to just add 2 or 3 songs, like playlist will be live.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna post a soul list to match Sean's.
And I'm gonna post my.
I'll probably do that tomorrow. And you guys can vote which one. I don't really care.
Yeah, we'll do a poll. You could just let us know what you think. But the main thing I hope is that you listen to either playlist and find something new that you like.
I will tell you that the soul list is definitely. I don't know if this is the same with Sean and his country, but that's like my soul playlist. Like I'm gonna post some of the songs, but my soul playlist is like 400 songs long. It is the baseline to the music I love today. So it is the foundation, so to speak.
I wouldn't say that that's mine. The foundation, if you want to see the foundation of my music, look at the playlist that we put out for the podcast. You'll see a lot of when I say my stuff is very ranging.
What like you're gonna put your actual the list on the pod and then
No. I'm talking about the songs that I added to the podcast playlist.
You added the money store, so you lost like credibility with me.
I
so
don't really care.
Whatever.
There's 2 songs on there.
You got a 92 right now with me.
No, the money store is my top 3 album. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, it is what it is. But
yeah.
But yeah, we love music probably more than anything else. Except our partners, you know.
I love my wife, but I'll give a playlist, in a second. She adds songs to my playlist, and then it's like, no, you added that song, and I was like, okay, then I'm gonna delete it. Then no, don't delete it. I give you a good one, okay, real quick, and we're gonna wrap up, guys. Hold on, because I will not take credit for this. Where is it? Believe it or not, the theme from Greatest American Hero by Joey Scarborough. I did not add that song to my playlist, and my wife would not let me delete it. So the song before that is Semi Charm Life by Third Eye Blind. And the song after that is Everybody Down by Non-Point. It doesn't fit.
Non-Point has a good song called I know you know it because it's on the SmackDown versus Raw soundtrack.
I'll probably find it.
It's off of 11. Yeah.
This year.
11 or 10. Which one had the Money in the Bank song? Was that 11 or 10? That was 11. That was 11, yeah. I'll say this when it comes to my music taste and just things like that. And then we can end it on this. The song that Deontay and I had our first kiss to was Ride Out by Schoolboy Q and Vince Staples. Dead serious. Dead serious.
Wow. Something about Schoolboy Q makes you want to kiss him. Oh my God. That is hilarious. I don't even remember the song name though.
I think the lyrics to the song are Ride Out, Get Smoked, Re-Up, something about G's Up. Hold on. It's off of so it's
I kissed my boyfriend at Schoolboy Q. That's hilarious, Sean. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. Got so many songs, you gotta just like.
Truly. Ride Out, Get Smoke, Re-Up, Get Dough, G's Up, Hose Blow, Freeze Up, Eyes Closed. Ride Out, Get Smoke, Re-Up, Get Dough, G's Up, Hose Blow, Freeze Up, Eyes Closed.
Man, that is romantic as shit.
Isn't it?
Bro, I gotta tell you. I'm gonna go play that for Mel and see if I can get her to slow down.
I don't know, bro.
But then my wife, she's so cool. She probably would.
Lord,
she probably would.
But I think this is a good episode. It's a
so
short
much for
episode.
a short.
I mean, it was about what, 45 minutes?
It's been about an hour and a half, buddy.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you texted me to hold on. You texted me to start at 7.
Okay, it's 8:25. Right?
And it took us a minute to get started. So hold on now. Joe. Breathe.
All right. Peace out, people. I'm Lional. That's Sean. This is But Peep This, the podcast. We'll see y'all next week.